Hello everybody. Wanted to talk to lead prospectors today and go over the basics of what toolbars you'll need, what apps, that sort of thing, and then what you're going to actually be doing as a lead prospector. So first, real simple, you're going to first use the Google Chrome browser. That's what we recommend here. Everything I talk about will be based out of Google Chrome browser. If you don't use Google Chrome, I don't know what to tell you. Obviously, some people are partial to different browsers, but I think for just ease of use and getting around, especially for today's lessons, Google Browser is the way to go. So if you're one of our lead prospectors, download Google Browser if you don't already have it. Get it. Once you have it, open a tab, and then the first tool you're going to need is Mozbar, which you can see here. It's a great bar, free tool. You'll need to sign up for an account to get the full features, but definitely worth it. So you just type in Mozbar, probably 2 words. One of them's not real, but not a big deal. Chrome Web Store, that's what we're looking for. So Mozbar, Chrome Web Store, Google, click on it. Wait for it to load. You can see I've already added it to Chrome. If I had not added it, it would have a little button that says Add to Chrome. Go ahead and click on it, let it load, then it should automatically pop up here at the right, and you'll be able to use it. So you'll use it to get what's called DA, or domain authority, for different leads. We're trying to stick to a base minimum domain authority and then up from there. So with our clients, it's usually about DA 10 and up, although if it's a decent site, we can definitely go lower than that. But domain authority, again, Mozbar is going to give you a little bit about each website, and then, and that information is important, obviously, if you have a base minimum. Sorry, wandering off there. But Mozbar, great tool. Get that first. Again, inside Google Chrome. Just search for it. Comes up. Load it. You're done. Next one is Email Hunter. This little guy right here. It searches for emails on different websites. So you only get about 50 free searches with it. But it is definitely worth it. Go ahead and again, just search Email Hunter. Email Hunter for Chrome, that's what we want. Added to Chrome, it's installed obviously for me, but again, just click it, add it, good to go. Email Hunter's extremely useful. Only gives you, I think, 50 searches per month. If you don't have your Google account tied to it, I'd recommend tying a Google account to it, and then I think you get 150 some odd searches per month. Only use Email Hunter if you can't find an email address on the guidelines page or within the website, but it is a super easy tool to help you find, for example, emails on a website that may not be displaying them otherwise. So this obviously has an email address, landed us right on the lead submit a guest post page, but if you were to use Email Hunter, you could hopefully find a list of emails. In this case, it didn't find them, for whatever reason, I'm not quite sure, it's right there, but could be how the web designer embedded the website, or rather the email address, and Email Hunter didn't pick it up. So again, search first for the email address, otherwise use Email Hunter. That's about it, guys. You're just going to, again, download Google Chrome browser, download, or rather add the Mozbar to your Chrome browser, and then go ahead and add Email Hunter as well. What you're going to do with these tools is find guest posts, find roundups, find resource links, find connections, like Twitter influencers, Facebook influencers, any way we can connect with and for our client. So say you have a client that's a fashion website, pretty easy site to find guest posts for. As a lead prospector, you have a very important job of searching for and categorizing the web for that client. So again, client is fashion design. Let's say they're a fashion designer in New York and you're trying to build links for them. Well, your content team's creating the content. You're out there looking for places you can pitch content and content ideas to, yourself or the outreach team, depending on how big your company is. With our system, again, you're able to log these leads very easily here in the workbook, but your job will first be examining each site and making sure it's relevant, it works for the client, and again, it fits in one of your TACs, which is a target audience for campaigns for the month. So your content team, or usually your outreach head. The head of outreach will assign the tasks for the month. You'll have them automatically pop up on in your workbook under the tasks list here, and then you'll go ahead and add the leads down the list, and that's it. So most of the time you'll be looking for guest post leads, which will look like this. Websites that accept guest posts have a guest post guidelines page to tell you all about what they want for content, and then usually have an easily displayed email and or name to follow up with. So that's step one. Other types of leads you're looking at are roundups and resource types. Roundups I don't really recommend as far as outreach. That's a different beast. I'll go into that later in later videos in these tutorials. Resource leads are very easy. They're just resource pages, websites that obviously show lists usually of top resources. For example, if somebody writes a blog that says our resource page lists the best graphic designers in Texas, and it may just have a list of graphic designers. If your client was a graphic designer, that would be a good resource page for them to be on, right? So we'd like to outreach to those guys and say, hey, can we be on your resource page? Here's our graphic design company, which is obviously our client. Would you be interested? That's about it. So you're looking for different types of leads, mainly guest post leads, which again will look like this depending on the client. You're looking to make sure they are relevant for the client, and you're looking for information like an email address and contact name. That way our outreach team can follow up with this site via email and follow up with all the leads you found for the client in one big mass campaign or several campaigns broken up. They reply, we send them content, everybody's happy, we get a backlink, they get great value for their readers, and everybody looks at you and says, hey, great job, great win. So it really, really, really is important to not waste everybody's time and to get in here and do a great job on headhunting and searching for the right leads. If you're a fashion designer, again, you're going back to our client who could be a fashion designer, and they're in America, and the entire site is about fashion, but it's about fashion in India or fashion in another country that's not relevant to our client or their potential customers, that's not a good lead. So it's in the right area, meaning it's in the right niche, it's under the fashion genre, but that is not what we're looking for. You're wasting time by putting that up. So you're really the head of content here, the head of outreach, and you're the spear out there finding these leads. If you don't organize the right leads into your workbook, you're really going to waste the outreach team's time, and they're going to have to go back, vet all of your leads, and then probably end up retraining you on finding leads in the first place. So make sure you look at the website, make sure you examine the pages once you found them, and in the next video I'll show you how to actually find these guest posts at relevant sites. But just keep in mind that it is your job to make sure the connection is relevant for the client and not a big waste of time for everyone. We want websites that are interested in our content and are in our field and hopefully within the same relevant area where our client's customer is hanging out. So if you have any questions, hit me up on YouTube, guys. Otherwise, I hope that was pretty straightforward and kind of explains what we're looking for from lead prospectors and how a lead prospector fits into our system. If you've purchased our package, again, there is a whole string of videos for lead prospectors, as well as what types of leads to look for, plus a host of videos for the outreach team and content team. So check it out. Check out the package if you haven't already. See if it's relevant for your team. And again, we offer a money-back guarantee. It's a great little way to have everything packaged up and sent off to you in one, including the client workbooks. It also explains how to use them. So again, hit me up if you have any questions. Thanks again.